It's officially afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. Let's begin by lie down onto your back. And we'll take a really easy starting position so that we can practice some restorative yoga, restoring health, vitality, flexibility, mind and body. Go ahead and let your legs stretch out, let your arms relax. Just experiment with finding a comfortable position on the floor. I do have bolsters. Bolster is basically a big cushion. An official yoga bolster can be used, or if you have a pillow or something like that. And so basically it's just laying on your back and letting the bolster rest under the knees. So with that being said, has anyone here, raise your hand, have you ever not used a bolster under your knees before? Everybody has. All right. Well then, you know what the deal is. So I won't bring one to you. But if you'd like a bolster, grab the prop, pillow, anything you have, and just relax. Either bolster under or flat knees, straight legs. And first, just let your arms relax where your palms are face up, arms are heavy, legs are nice and relaxed. Close your eyes. Take your awareness and attention to the area around your jaw and consciously relax and let go so that you're not holding tension in around your jaw and your face. And next up, bring your awareness down into your belly. And take a deep breath in and push your belly up. Take a full breath out, let your belly drop down. Good. Okay, try that again. Breathe in through your nose. And as you exhale, let your belly relax and just drop down. Good, let's do it again. When you breathe in, push the belly up. And when you breathe out, just take your time. When you get to the end of the breath, just wait until it feels like the belly's gone completely relaxed. And then breathe in again and push your belly up on the inhale, full big breath in. And exhale, relax all the air out of the body and just let your belly go to the point where it just feels like it's relaxed all the way down. Good. Okay, next. You probably have to remove the bolster if you have one out from under, and bend both of your knees and bring your heels close enough to your hips. I want you to try to lean your knees inward on each other, and then just see if you can relax both legs enough that they stay in position without you really having to control your legs at all. See if you can relax your legs and hips completely so that gravity is doing the work. You've allowed or aligned the body so that the stability of the pose remains constant. Again, work with your breath as you inhale. Push your belly upward. And as you exhale, let the belly drop downward. Breathe in through the nose and expand. Breathe out of the nose all the air out. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's try and go in the opposite direction with the legs. Now, toe heel walk your feet so that they come together. Now, gently release your hips and legs and let your legs relax down and outward. And let your arms rest beside the body with your palms face upward. And allow the weight of the legs, the relaxation in the hips, for you just to release any tension in the body. If it's a lot of pressure on the groin area, if you feel any discomfort in the hip joint, one or the other or both, take your hands, make fists, and wedge them under, close to your hips, underneath your thigh bones. And this will help to soften the pressure. If it's comfortable for you to have full pressure through gravity pressing down, allow the weight of the legs to really just go relaxed and heavy and stretch your hips. Okay, again, inhale, push your belly up. And exhale, let the belly relax and all the air out. Inhale, breathe in, push your belly up. Exhale, relax the belly, all the air out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring your knees back up and toward together. Bring your right leg knee towards your chest. Grab your right knee, interlace your fingers. Lower your left leg down onto the floor. Pull the right knee down towards your right shoulder. Squeeze your elbows in close to the side of the body. Tuck your chin down towards your throat. Relax your neck. Squeeze the right leg down nice and strong. Pull the knee down toward or into the right shoulder. Incrementally increase pressure if the hip feels good. If you have any discomfort in the hip, be careful with how strong you pull. And just edge in gently into whatever it is that you're feeling there. Go slow, feel it. Stay present to the sensation. If you feel no discomfort, in other words, it feels really good, pull the right knee down a little deeper. Keep trying to see how strong of a compression can you create while maintaining relative ease in your hip and in your lower back. Okay, now let go. Slowly take the leg away from the body, touch the foot down, and lower your leg all the way back to the ground. Bend your left knee up towards your chest. Interlock your 10 fingers together. Grab your left knee. Pull your left knee down towards your left shoulder. Down so the thigh touches your abdomen. See how your belly is feeling with the compression. Sometimes you won't really notice any sensation. Some days, if you feel a little discomfort in the abdomen, just think of the leg as a massage tool, and you're massaging the abdomen by pulling the leg into the belly. Now, as your elbows bend, use the strength of your arms to pull, and just maintain or create strong pressure. Okay, tuck your chin down towards your throat, feel the back of the neck on the floor, and hug your elbows in. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Each time you exhale, we'll first breathe in. Each time you exhale, pull down. Take it as deep as you can go. And it all feels good. It feels good. belly feels good. You meet up with some discomfort, change position, back off. Feels good, draw down. Okay, very nice. Slowly release and lower your left leg all the way down to the floor. Okay, next, I'm going to hand a strap to everybody. Basically what we're going to do is bring the right leg up and grab the big right toe. But if grabbing the big toe is tough, I'm going to give you a strap. If you're at home and you have a strap or a belt or some sort of problem, utilize any material, dish towels, that works. And then if you don't need a strap, I give you one, you don't have to use it. Put it beside you. Yeah, you don't have to use it yourself, but I'll give you one anyway. That's for you in case you like it. There you go. And it's optional with two. Yep, you already have one. Perfect. All right. So now take belt, strap, prop, put it on your right foot. Hold the strap. You can hold the strap with either both hands or you can put both straps into one hand. All right, so first what I'd like for you to try to do is see if you can make your right leg straight. And in that process, you might find you have to make the strap longer to be able to get your leg straight. Once you can determine where you're able to get your knee straight, hold the leg straight and see how close can you bring the leg towards your body. Feel your hips, feel how you have a right hip and a left hip. And try to keep the right hip and left hip both touching down on the floor. Gently draw the leg towards you to about a level 5 out of 10. So somewhere medium, not too tense, but you feel it. And now while you're holding, put your left hand, if you can, grab both straps with the right hand, put your left hand right on your navel, and just try to gently, don't force, but just gently press your belly button down toward the center of your spine. You might even feel your pulse. You have a big artery that passes through here. And so you might feel the heartbeat under your hand. Just kind of become aware of the ability to draw the navel downward and toward the front of your spine. Okay, now take your left hand and put your left hand on your left side hip on the front. And slowly open your leg over to the right. Now you might need to bend the knee a whole bunch to be able to open your leg to the side. And perhaps you can even straighten the leg out once you get down there. The leg might not touch the floor. You'll notice that if you bring the leg lower down, there might, like down towards your left foot, you might be able to touch the floor. It might stay free floating the entire time. You can put your right elbow on the floor to give you a little support to be able to hold the leg in this position. Remember, if it's too intense of a stretch, just keep your knee bent. Good. And open, stretch that inside edge of your leg. The purpose of holding your left hand on your left hip can be just to kind of feel if the left hip is raising up. And just use your left hand on your front of your left hip to just feel as if you're trying to coach or keep the left hip down on the floor. Okay, bend the right knee to bringing it back up easy, and bring your right leg all the way back up to the center. Grab the strap with your left hand, bend the knee if you need, put your right hand on the floor. Pull the right leg across the midline of the body and rotate on your left hip as far as it feels good. You don't have to even lift the right hip. You can just keep the leg kind of right above the middle of the body. If you can raise the right hip, gravity will assist this. Roll on your left hip and allow the spine to twist. Turn your head to the right, look towards your right hand, see if you can breathe. If you're struggling and breath is choppy, I want you to come out of the position so that breath is easy. Try to make breath easy and keep breath easy and only go as far as breath stays easy. The skill of being able to pay attention to your breath and then even follow that up with the ability to breathe steadily even when there's stretching pressure is one of the key ingredients to successful yoga practice. Feel your belly when you breathe in or push out. And you exhale and the body probably drops down a little more. In other words, it deepens into the twist. Breath by breath, just go nice, at a nice easy pace. And this way we can stretch the body deeply and safely. All right, now we're going to slowly come back out of it. Lower your right hip down and right leg up. And what you can do to transition is just take your left foot and lift it up and put it into the little gap there, just in front of the foot. And then you can take your right foot out and put your right foot on the floor. And try to lower your right leg all the way down to the ground. You could hold the strap with both hands, or since we know we're about ready to go out to the side, you can just hold it with your left hand. Either way. Now, lengthen the strap as long as you need to be able to get your left knee straight. Find where you can get your left knee straight. Hold it straight by tightening your quad. And pull the leg towards you until you reach your edge. Okay, now take your right hand, put it on your navel or your belly. Soft pressure downward. Feel your hips staying level. And awareness of your abdomen, your pelvis, and the alignment. Ideally, your left leg would be vertical or in line with your left hip. And breathe a few times in and out to give ample time for the muscle tissue in the back of the leg and hip to release and relax. For us to open to the side, bend your knee, your left knee a little bit. Some of you are proficient and you can just open out to the side with a straight leg. But a good way to make sure you don't overstretch the quad. Oh yeah, put your right hand on your right hip. Slowly open your leg over to the side. And either keep the knee bent or you might be able to extend the leg fully. Right hand can pin the right hip down, or not so much pin as just kind of help you to maintain awareness of keeping the right hip downward. And this will stretch the muscles of the adductors on the left thigh. And just breathe in, breathe out. In and out through the nose. Nice. Now bend your left knee and slowly bring your left leg back up to center. Switch the grip so the right hand holds the strap. Remember, you can make it really easy by just cross over the midline, keeping the hips relatively level. Little lift a little. And or you can roll all the way onto your right hip and maybe even your left foot touch the floor. With your left arm, reach out over to the left side. You can turn your head toward the left. So you create this oppositional rotation motion. I forgot to mention on the other side, but this is really challenging for you. Hold the left knee with the left knee bent with your right hand, and that'll put less pressure into the twist. So just kind of see which angle or which amount of pressure feels best. Deep breathe. Good, Carolyn. You got it. Deep breathe in and out through your nose. Good. Okay, and then we're going to bend the left knee and slowly roll back onto your left hip. Take your left leg one last time, extend it up. And then take the strap off of the foot and slowly lower your left leg back down. Good. Okay, now we're going to roll. In a moment, we're going to roll, but what I want you to do first is bend both of your knees and bring them up towards your chest. Take your arms, wrap all the way around, grab the opposite wrist, and then pull the knees into the body. Try to pull the thighs into the body. If it's too much pressure on your back, hold your knees with your hands. If it feels good on your back, your low back, draw the legs into the body and expand. If you like to rock side to side as well, you can do a little side-side motion. Again, just breathe as you hold. Come again to the center and slowly lower your feet back down onto the floor. Okay, next up we're going to move into the side laying position. Raise your right arm above your head and roll over onto the right side body. And just lay your head on your arm, or if you need a pillow, you can use any sort of prop or blanket under your head. Breathe in and out of your nose. Good. Okay, we're going to come up to child's pose. Push down with your left hand, right elbow, come all the way up. If you know you need a little bit of cushion under your knees, go ahead and set a blanket or something soft underneath, and then come onto your hands and your knees. Child's pose, toes point, knees bend, hips downward toward the heels. If you have a little bit of knee discomfort, a great way to approach is come on your elbows or forearms and just keep the weight on the arms and slowly test the knee bend. Now, if you can come all the way down and touch your head on the floor, if being on the knees is just straight up challenging, you can always resort to the position we were in before, where you do pretty much the same thing with the wiggle moving toes. Probably should have told you that first, but nonetheless, you know what to do. Kind of gauge the pressure and work in a nice therapeutic fashion. Bring your hips back towards your heels. If comfortable, relax your forehead down on the floor and rest your arms where they are comfortable. Continue to breathe in and out. And now inhale, expand your rib cage. Exhale, relax the body down against your thighs. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. Exhale, release all the air out. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Exhale, relax. Excellent. Very good. Very good. That's good. You got it. Perfect. Just like that. Alrighty. So now let's try cow and cat. And I'll give you two options. The classic cow and cat is to be on your hands and knees. Now another way you can cow and cat, if it's difficult for you to have pressure on your knees, is in a seated position. You can work the cow and the cat pose by extending and flexing the spine from seated. However, when you're on your hand-knee position, if that feels okay on your knees, we'll go to the cow pose where you lift your chin, roll the eyes up, and we'll go to the cat pose where you press against your hands and your knees and round your spine. Cow pose, inhale, lift the chin, squeeze your back up. Cat pose, drop your head, round your back, stretch your spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Okay, revolving cat. Take your left arm and reach through or under and see if you can relax your left shoulder down to the floor. If that's a lot, basically you could find a comfortable position. If you're in the sitting position, one way you can do this is take your left arm and just kind of draw it across the front of the body. we're more or less doing this, but using gravity to our advantage. And the right hand can either hold the left arm down, or you could wrap or drape your right arm behind the back if that's comfortable. Make sure your neck is good. There's a slight bend in the neck, so just see, make sure your neck feels good. Take a few breaths. Just relax the pressure down against the arm. Inhale and exhale. Breathe through your nose. Keep your eyes open. Or, quite honestly, if you're comfortable with your eyes closed, close your eyes either way. Find a stable spot. Good. You can put your ear to the ground. Maybe you'll get a message. Maybe you can hear planet Earth talking to you. All right. Or maybe not. All right. Go ahead and put your hand down. You might hear the ground vibrating. All right. Let's do the other side. Okay, so take your right arm and weave so that your right shoulder comes down. Remember, if this is tricky for you, from a seated position, you can sit cross legs and just take your arm across the body. So the main idea, we're going to open and stretch the lateral edge of the arm. And if you're in the child's pose position, does a little side stretch, side body stretch. Good. Put your right ear toward the ground or the right temple. Make sure your neck feels good. And take a few breaths in and out. Nice. Okay, we're going to come back up. Plant your palms. Bring your right foot forward into a lunge position. Bend forward into your right knee. If you need to put a block under each hand so that you can rest weight on your hands, lunge forward. Stretch your hips. Try to direct your left hip a little forward and down. Now I'm going to give you two options. You can either practice holding the warrior on the left knee, or if you enjoy the full warrior position, you'll straighten your back leg, bring the heel toward the floor, and press into Virabhadrasana. See if you can, whether you're on your knee or on your feet, put your hands on your hips and attempt to square your hips to the front. Then take your arms, raise them up. Just hold nice and stable. If you can feel your back leg, squeeze the leg. Good, Carolyn. Super strong. Also, if you can take your belly, squeeze it, so it feels like you're kind of drawing from the front of your left thigh up into your abdomen, and then reach all the way through your arms. Let's turn it to Warrior B. Bring your right arm forward. Everybody's on their feet, so we'll stay here. If we were to do it on the knee, we would just have our left knee on the floor, and we can hold the warrior in this fashion. You have the full position. Stretch the arms apart. A strong arm stretch. Then we're going to come down. Put your hand on the knee, put your hand on the floor, bring your left knee down, take your right leg back. Now, go ahead and lower all the way to your belly. All the way down, land the hips, and the belly. Good. First, make a hand pillow and relax your forehead down on your hands. See if your neck is okay here. Next, open your hands, turn your head to the right. Relax your left cheek left ear, left cheek down toward the ground, and relax your neck completely. Try to relax all the muscles around your hips and your lower back. And just breathe and feel the front of your chest touching on the floor, so that when you inhale, the backside expands up, and as you exhale, you'll feel the full front body contact with the floor. Let's trade sides. Lift your head up, turn your head over to the left, and relax your right cheekbone down. And breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, exhale, relax into your lower back. Good. Okay, well, let's practice the warrior on the left side. So first, what we'll do is take our hands underneath the shoulders, push down, lift the chest up like cobra, and then push into your hands to bring your hips up, and then bring your hips back towards your heels, and come all the way into a child's pose. Bring your forehead down toward the ground. Remember, if child's pose is too much on the knees, you're not going to go real deep on it, or you're going to go deep, you're just going to go to your own personal best with your depth, which could be staying up high and gentle pressure. Come up onto your hands and your knees, and we'll move into the left leg forward, left foot forward. Good depth. And lunge into the bend of your left knee with your right knee on the ground, stretch into the front of your right hip. Put as much pressure as feels good on your hips. Just release and relax your hips. Breathe in and out through the nose, steady rhythm. Keep a rhythm going. Inhale and exhale. Okay, remember the option to either hold the warrior on the knee, or the way that will go is curl the back toes under, straighten the back leg, angle the right heel down on the floor, press into your left leg and come up with your hands on your hips. Try to square your hips as best you can. Release the arms, raise them all the way up, stretch up toward the ceiling. Squeeze the belly firm, feel the stretch on the front of the right thigh. Bend into your left knee. Another way to challenge the balance is to shift the gaze and look up toward the ceiling. And then we'll go into the warrior B. Bring your left arm forward and your right arm back. Remember, if you are on your knee, you can always do warrior B, like so. If you have the straight legs, back leg straight, look towards your left hand, turn your chin. Good. Now we'll come down. Bring your right hand to the floor, bring your right knee down, take your left foot back. Lower all the way down into your belly again. Come all the way to your belly. Lightly touch your chin. Plant your palms flat down underneath your shoulders. Point your toes so the tops of the feet are on the floor. Draw your elbows in close to the body. Cobra, without pushing, squeeze your glute muscles, the back of the hips, and slowly lift your chin and chest to the level of height you are able. Squeeze the legs really firm. Squeeze your glute muscles. Feel the pressure of the belly on the floor. Draw your shoulders back away from your ears. Lift your chin a little bit more. Roll the eyes up. See if you can see ceiling. Slowly lower chin back down. Okay, we're going to peel up and pull back again into child's pose or your variation of it. And then we're going to come into a seated position. Come up on your hands and knees and take a classic cross-leg position. This is another place that we could utilize a prop such as a bolster. If you need to sit on top of a prop, you're welcome to use something to make it easy for you to sit straight. If you're comfortable on the floor, we'll use the floor. Okay, first up, try back bend. Put your hands on the floor behind you with your fingers forward. Now, if it's hard for you to do fingers forward, of course, you can turn your hands outward or even backward. However, try your fingers forward, land the heel of the palm down, and press your chest forward so that you're stretching the muscles across the front of your shoulders, chest, pec major. Squeeze a little here in your belly. Good, excellent. Test the neck. How far could you take your head back with no pain? If you find pain, don't go on that. Just go enough. You feel just a little something, just a little bit. And then release this and take your hands forward. Either put your hands on your knees, or if you can reach the floor, and then walk your hands as far forward as possible and bring your head down toward the ground. Easier said than done, so if you need a prop, you could always put something on your belly. You can lean against the prop. Another option could be to put a block or a prop. You could lay your head on the prop. So you're more than welcome to utilize any of this sort of techniques if you like. Otherwise, you can use your hands to support. Just breathe. See if you can bring your chin down into your throat. Now, just like when we practice the extension, which is the back bend with the neck, when we go forward, there's that same introspective experience of just pay attention to your neck and see how it feels. If it feels good to let the weight of the head drop down and to open those muscles on your back of your neck, then do it. If you have any real major sensation going on, neutralize that. Hold it where it feels good. This is important. It's important to first be able to identify what you are feeling. Notice. To be able to observe. How do I feel? How does this pose make me feel? How does this pose feel when I go deeper over this way? That sort of thing. So as you start to become aware of it and you're paying attention, the process of observation and working with the body like this is that the byproduct is you become alert, present. It can bring a sense of calm. It can help us to become aware of our breathing. And through the process of become aware of your breath, deepen the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Again, in and out. Okay, slowly come up. Sit up nice and tall. Hold either your knees or your shins. And just do a really simple cat-cow motion back and forth. See if you can lift your chin in the cow, and then tuck your chin in the cat. When you go to the cow, you rock your chest a little forward of your hips. When you go to the cat, you lean your chest a little behind the hips. So you just inhale, rock forward, lift chin. Exhale, rock back and tuck chin. Very easy. Super simple. Come to the center. Turn your chin over your right shoulder. Turn your chin over your left shoulder. Come back to neutral. Lean your right ear towards your right shoulder. Ooh. Oh, wow. It's so tight. Why am I so tight? Who knows? All right, come back up. Left ear to left shoulder. There's plenty of reasons. I've got lots of reasons to be tight. No, I'm kidding. I have no reason to be tight. Teaching yoga. How come I have a reason to be tight? Just kidding. There's lots of reasons to be tight. There's plenty of reasons, but we're going to try to work through it. Just notice, maybe you feel great. Maybe you feel tight too. Just observe. All right, come back to the center. Super easy neck rolls. Chin down, left ear over to left shoulder. It goes back. Right ear over to right shoulder. Chin down. Let's go again this direction. left ear to left shoulder, head back a little, right ear to right shoulder, chin down. Other way, right ear to right shoulder, head back, left ear, left shoulder, chin down. One more time, right ear, right shoulder, gently head back, left ear, left shoulder, head down. Good, twisting. Take your left hand to your left knee. Put your right hand on the floor, your right, yeah. Good, everybody. You all know your left and right. Well done. And twist to the right. Turn your chin toward the right shoulder. There you go. Good job, Heidi. And squeeze your belly in. Now try to inhale and push the belly out a little, and exhale and pull the belly in a little. And inhale, let the belly come out a bit, and exhale, pull the belly in a bit. Feel like almost like a pumping action as you twist and breathe. Make sure your back, there's no pain. If you have back pain, don't twist. Do the most baby twist you can come up with. If it feels good, go ahead and twist. Let's go the other way. Come back to middle. Put your right hand on your left knee. Put your left hand on the floor behind your hip. And gently rotate to the left. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out. Breathe in, let the belly push out. Exhale, squeeze the belly in. Inhale. Exhale, all the way around. Good. Come back to the center. All right, nicely done. Bring both of your legs in front of you. Now, if you have the strap from before and you'd like to use it, what you can do is take the strap, lasso your own feet. The other night, there was, I was flipping through some channels, and the rodeo was on. Holy cow. How in the world are those guys going to feel good when they're 70 and 80 years old? I mean, have you guys watched that? How crazy they whip their bodies around? I was like, man, they're going to need some yoga after that. All right, fold your body forward over the legs. So you can either hold the toes, or you can hold the outside edges of the feet, or you can hold the strap. And gently fold your body forward into Paschimottanasana, stretching the muscles on the back of the legs. Breathe, inhale and exhale. So steady breath in, steady breath out. Feel the muscles on the back side of the body. Feel where there's some tension. Just consciously, when you breathe in, just feel like expand, tight area. And then as you exhale, just relax. Breathe in, minuscule amount of expansion just with the breath, but it works. Exhale the air out. Try it again. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale, breathe the air out. Now slowly bring your body back up. Little counter pose, put your hands on the floor, lean back on your hands, and just press your chest forward. Roll the shoulders back, expand the arms, feel the stretch in the wrist, across the biceps, through the pec major. Press your chest forward. Good. Okay, come back up to seated. Take your right leg. Now if you use the strap, you can hold the strap on the left foot. Take your right foot, bring the heel in. Great job, good job. Try Heidi, bend other right knee. Just that way it'll be easy to follow. There you go. I know. And it doesn't matter because we're going to do both sides, so it really doesn't matter. But fold forward over the left leg. Keys that you just, work both sides. All right, so now there's a whole bunch of different ways you can work your arms and pulling in this position. The name of the pose is called Janu Shirshasana, which translates as head to knee pose. So the main idea is just go head in the direction of your knee. you might have enough flexibility to literally touch your head on your knee. So, but just see where you're landing. Now, the good thing about practicing this pose consistently on a day-to-day basis is that you can gauge where you're at and if you're making any sort of progress in relation to, if you have the goal of touching your head on your knee, then you start to see if, like, after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 1 decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, you just start to get a big picture of, where am I at? What can I do? How does it feel? It's gonna change, it's gonna shift, sometimes deeper, sometimes less deep. You just have a good mirror to work with. It's like the practice is a mirror, and it gives you a pretty clear reflection. Feel your hamstring muscle stretch on your left leg. Just take it, level 5 out of 10, 5, 6, somewhere in the middle, right in between a 5 and a 6. And feel does a great job of opening out that right side of your low back. Powerful muscle called the QL. Deepen on your low back. Feel that muscle, that area. Open up and stretch. If you like to put a little pressure with your right hand on your knee, you can even use your right hand if you want on your thigh to coach any type of rotation that feels good on that hip. And or both hands can be on the left leg. You can even put your hands on the floor if that helps you to get a sense of keeping your shoulders and chest square or stable to the front. And we're going to release. Come all the way back up. Okay, and we'll trade sides. Bring your right leg forward. Then the left knee, bring your left heel near your hip. Head to knee pose on the right leg with the right leg forward, left knee bent. If you like to lasso, this is a very gentle version of the rodeo. You can grab a hold of your foot and fold forward, or use hands, grab shin, hands floor. Maybe you like to put your left hand on your left knee, or maybe even your left elbow. You can leverage a little bit of pressure with your arm if you like. Head to knee. Where are you at today? Do you have a sense of where you were last time, where you are now? Ideally in yoga, we're focusing on present moment tense awareness. So without trying to pull you into the past or project you into the future, we will, just try to observe where you are here now. But with that being said, you do get a sense, you get an idea, and breathe. Definitely, if it was a lot easier 10 years ago than it is now, don't judge yourself on that one. That's a pitfall. That's where being present is really important. Because it's so easy to start to think, I used to be so much better. And now, look at me. Oh boy. Don't go there. It's not worth it. It really doesn't help. It's not productive. I think maybe try to coach more here now. Woohoo! I'm here now. This is it, baby. This is as good as it gets. And just feel your low back stretch. Let your hamstring stretch. Nice and steady. Left side low back. Just ease in on that QL stretch. Good. Okay, bring your body back up. We're going to go back into the recline position. So I'm going to have you set yourself up where you're comfortable with either, well, maybe don't use the bolster yet, but if you like a little pillow, set yourself up with a blanket under your head. Have your strap handy just in case we use it. You go ahead and lie again onto your back. Okay, decompress a little by first just let your legs and arms relax. And then once you land on your back in your position, bring your legs together and take your arms above your head and stretch as far above your head as possible. You might be able to get to the point where your hands lay down on the floor right above your head. If If it's too much on your shoulders to have straight arms reaching above like this, then separate your hands and bring your arms to where you're more of like a starfish shape or somewhere where you can relax your arms on the floor. If it feels great on your shoulders to just take them above your head, then go ahead and just relax everything, arms and legs. The feet will roll outward, the elbows will bend slightly, and just relax your arms above your head. This stretches the axilla, which is the armpit area, and you have a big, powerful muscle called the latissimus dorsi, and it's your swimmer's muscle. And when your arms are above your head, the lats are stretching. So just let the arms rest above, and take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Okay, next. Release your arms, bring them down beside the body, bend both of the knees, land your feet on the floor, approximate hip width apart. We're going to work the thread the needle pose. Take your right leg, lift it, and cross your right foot over your left knee. One way to operate is put your right hand on your right knee and gently press your knee away from you. Another way is to take your right arm and weave through and grab hold of your left knee and draw the leg down and stretch into your right hip. Good. And hold steady. So here we're externally rotating the hip joint, targeting the stretch of the piriformis and related muscles that are the external rotators of your hip. And as you draw down, feel that right thigh bone. It'll get closer and closer towards your chest, maybe. And as you breathe, just try to notice if that when you inhale, you feel a little pressure up, and when you exhale, maybe you relax and it drops down a little. So there might be a very incremental, like a 1 inch up, down thing that happens. Maybe even less than that, a centimeter of movement up and down. Just try to feel when you go really natural or easy with your body where you're not forcing anything and you just breathe, that every breath has an effect on the body. Each time you breathe and you exhale, you'll drop down a little deeper into the stretch. The breath inhale, push it away. And so it's just push-pull effect. Every breath has this sort of push and pull, push and pull. Every inch you give, there's another inch that's taken, vice versa on either side. And just try to relax in the process. Expansion, contraction, hot, cold, the opposition of force, opposing forces. One of the definitions of yoga, there's lots. One of them, though, the balance of opposing forces, the balance of hot and cold, the balance of tight and flexible, the balance of strong and loose, relaxed, soft. We can just go on and on. We can observe all the different forces in the universe and see how there's opposing force everywhere. And so yoga situates, we attempt to study these opposing forces and see if we can find the neutral point, the neutrality, the equanimity, the evenness, the balance, the sameness, the oneness. Okay, let's try the other side. Release, lower your left leg down, uncross your right leg off of the left. Take your left leg and cross it on top of the right. You can do something very simple. Just put your hand on your knee and gently press your knee away from you. Or if you have enough pliability to lift your right foot up and reach through, there's why it's called thread the needle is because it's like you're taking the thread, and this is the eye of the needle, and you go through, and you grab your right knee, the other hand catches, and now just start to pull down gently, slowly, gradually, easily. Just work with your breath. Go breath by breath. Take your time. Feel like you're not in a hurry. You have plenty of time. And so by doing so, you drop into the rest and repair mode of your nervous system versus fight or flight mode. And stretch into the left hip. Relax your body. Nice and easy. Stay conscious, alert, and yet calm, poised. stable. Just feel breath in, a little expansion. Breath out, expansion into the depth. So an in-breath could be like expansion into the release, and the exhale, the expansion into the depth of pressure, the depth of stretch, the depth of expansion. Good. Okay, gently release. Lower your right leg down to the floor. Release your left leg. Lower your left leg down to the floor. Drop with both knees bent. Drop your arms open now alongside either shoulder. Tip your knees over to the right. Turn your head over to the left. Super easy twisting pose. If you want more depth, 2 main approaches. 1, right leg can cross on top of the left and bear extra weight down, or right foot stays on the floor and left leg reaches over. You can hold either way to create a gentle twist. If you have back pain, please be alert that sometimes twisting is contraindicated. So pay very close attention. The wonderful news, in my opinion, is that one person can have back pain and twisting feels amazing. The other person can have back pain and twisting aggravates it. So how do we know which way we gotta go? You gotta test it and see what kind of result do you have. If you have a bad result, try different approach next time. If you have good result, there's your feedback. So just slow and steady. Let's try the other side. We're gonna bring the knees up, tip your knees left, and turn your head right, and relax. One approach I like to take is when I'm feeling really good and I don't have any back pain, I tend to like to try to push myself a little, and then when I start getting some back pain, I realize, okay, it's time to back off. Take the easy approach. I still like to push it every now and again, but then if my body talks to me and says, no, that's not a good idea today, I'm trying to get better about this. I encourage you to try to get better. Keep working toward improvement in this department. Being able to listen to the body and not only let the ego drive the practice. Let the practice be driven from a place of ahimsa, nonviolence. Practice nonviolence towards yourself within your practice. Great job, everybody. All right, we're coming into the final resting position. Bring it back up. We're going to lower the legs down. And if you started off with a bolster and you loved it, do it again. If you like flat position, go flat. Set yourself up in a nice comfortable pose and relax your arms and your legs and just let your head be heavy on the mat. And close your eyes. Let's do a few deep breaths together. Just by inhale, push the belly up. And exhale, let the belly drop down. Inhale, let the belly raise up. And exhale, let the belly drop down. Good. Now, just natural breath. Not really trying to breathe too strong or too light. Just let it happen. Investigate your legs in relation to just see how they feel. And relax your legs all the way. Complete relaxation. Feel your arms. Rest your arms. Your neck. Relax your neck. Very good. So you are welcome to just take your time, and you can stay here and relax for as long as you like. Have a really great rest of your day. Enjoy. Namaste.
Namaste.